So in situ, in context, and informative. Yeah. Should we? Okay. Can I take?
Yeah. No, I was looking at it because we're going to do like.
Yeah, the other was the so-called blended approach. Yeah. So I think we've got all the necessary things on the ground for us to start. Let's assume that we have put Chichita here, and then we have three islands around it, forming a square. So maybe can you all like rearrange yourselves? The teachers need to talk. The teachers need to talk as to how you want to, and then I will come in and sit behind you all and listen to you all. But you all need to sit together now. The NIP, you understand anything before we do that?
May I suggest that for the benefit of those discussing the Chichita joining project, that the image of the island map be projected?
Yes, please. Yeah, very important. Yeah, or maybe just a photo if you can't get the. That's very. Can the teachers kindly sit? Can we switch? Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew, do we each have to submit what you call a paper for the competition or something? Or is it a whole sum, right?
That's sure.
Like one unit.
Wow, really painful.
How we want to do this? There are several ways we can do this.
We just go around here something further.
Huh? Yeah, like this lah. But I think maybe there are several ways we can do it. But we need, sorry. We need to. I think maybe for this year, huh?
Project something.
That's what we wanted to do. Yeah, it's not exactly what. So you can see that there are water bodies to the north and south. Okay, then there's that forested area to the east.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if we are okay, let's use this as a basis for
Yeah. Right.
So if we were to can I have attention of the teachers? So this is a rough map of the island. Okay. If we were to put an L shape of 3, where would we want to put it? And so there's a reef down in the south. There's some forested area here, and there's ocean and Euclid here, and coal here. Go ahead. No, we can't. I tried to get it.
You can't.
Because they've closed off the island, and it's just becomes one big grey square.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay.
Yeah. So we have to do it this way. Thanks. So okay. So.
It has to be on this side because you've got all your nuclear power point, all your settlements area.
Okay, so you want it here,
Yeah.
Okay.
And the south.
So shall we have it like that?
No.
That is.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is?
Yeah.
Are we in agreement?
Yes.
Okay, as a basic start, we tentatively
Yes.
have that.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So if it's like this, then how are we going to use the space? Are we going to have a we need to have, okay, so we have 3, right?
Can I ask a question first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do coral reefs form in a sheltered
Yes.
Yes, they do. Okay.
Oh, the very important question for the Koshan folks is, have you thought of where you're going to put your second island?
It will be a separate island.
Okay.
But the first island and second island we will join by
A bridge, is it?
No, you can't have a bridge. You can't have a bridge. A bridge costs money. Huh? Teleport, fine. Okay. So, then, what's going to ask? Yeah. Oh, no, Habiba, I know what I wanted to ask. We need to have, I think, are we still going to have those terraforming bays? I think that was quite successful.
Yeah, that one is very good.
So that one cannot be
Part of it.
yeah, that one cannot be part of it.
Yeah.
That one has to be a separate thing.
That's
So okay,
understandable.
let's say 2 lah. We not L, not L. Okay, so for the new teachers, you all don't know what we just talked about, but it's not going to be an L because we're going to have actually 2. So actually, let's say so your Kwachan, your second island is about what again?
new water and desalination.
If you were to put it here, if you were to do it, is there a purpose that is there a reason you don't want to put it contiguous? Is there a reason you don't want to put it adjacent?
No,
Can we do that?
Yes.
Yeah, then we want
Okay, so if you were to put it, I'm going to give you first preference because it's your island. Let's that way. We don't have to fix any plans now, but just off the spot of the moment, if we're going to plug the second island adjacent, which where would you think it's most?
Probably the western.
Given your vision of it. So
Either
given
the
your
west
vision
or
of it.
south. It's either
Given
the
your
west
vision
or
of-
south, yeah.
Huh?
You cannot
Either
Oh,
have
the
down
it.
here.
west.
You cannot
South-
have it on the
southwest,
west.
ah.
You cannot have it on the west.
Because the power station.
If you're
will
talking about
influence.
environmental education, it's not wise to put on the west.
You cannot focus on the teachers, not on me.
No, sorry, what? Is there a
Because you've got a nuclear plant
Yeah, the
there.
radiation will affect the whole
It will
area.
affect, yeah,
The east
the
will
water
affect-
and all that.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we putting it?
South
Where are we putting Quachuan second island?
It's either on the east or the south.
East or south?
Why can't your nuclear plant be on a separate island rather than?
Don't shoot the whole thing, please. No.
Okay.
No, technically the nuclear plant isn't there. It's
Oh,
in the
okay.
It's
it's
up.
in-
It's up. It's
up.
invisible.
Okay.
So at surface level, it's invisible. That's what you're saying.
But there
right?
is a coal power plant there, lah.
Poles, yeah.
So at surface level, it's just ocean, no? Okay, this is something very
I see,
interesting that you all need to know.
Okay,
So does that affect your decision making?
sorry, maybe just to give a bit more light. The coal power plant that you see there is actually a nuclear power plant.
Ah.
Alright, because the avatar link teleports to the top, so we make use of the top of the coal power plant as the platform.
Okay.
Then the actual plant itself is the nuclear power plant.
Oh,
when-
that's why these buildings look the same, is
Correct.
it?
That's
Is that
right.
what you're saying?
So yes.
Ah.
So what happens is when we enter into the reactor earlier on, those boxes or frames are actually built in the air. So actually we have 5 of that, so there are actually 10 pairs of students. No, wrong.
Oh,
5
so you
pairs
have
of students
10
that go in.
stations, you have 10,
We have 10.
and then you have 10 clone power stations.
No, just
5.
the nuclear reactor,
Ah,
the
the-
one where they do the
the shell.
contamination.
Reactor
Yes.
Ah. Okay, so at ground level we don't see these lah. Okay, so at ground level this is forested area.
It's the petrol station, the
At
statue.
ground level is
yeah.
the urban area, it's
Correct.
kind of suburban area. Okay, can the rest of you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so the suburban area is here. This is open water.
Yeah.
So we give first preference to Quachuan. Quachuan, where would you like your second island to be?
Okay, the reason why I cited to the west is because the second island, it talks about the waste management, talks about water purification, water recycling. So it's actually urban based still, you see, and we talk about a green city, whereby we are talking about sustainable, how cities can actually practice sustainable buildings. So actually it has to be more of a city urban setting as compared to the right, which is actually the undeveloped, the green space.
Okay, right? What do you mean by right?
East.
The east.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't use left and right. We're talking about geography. To me, you
I'm
understand?
not.
Okay. Okay, so we put tentatively we put the second island here for okay, tentative just for fun only, I'm just talking. Now, having said that, we still have 2 more islands. Okay? So if something is gonna come here, where would you guys I guess to make a square, we either put them here or here, right? If you want a square, lah. We don't have to have a square.
No, but what is your island going to be?
That's why we need to talk lah.
Oh,
Okay, so Habiba, we chop 1 island for the
Yes.
terraforming base, so that's out of the question. That one is separate. Okay. So can the rest of us teachers have a conversation regarding what you'd like to see in?
Now what is in
Yeah.
the
Oh,
island?
Nathaniel, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Nathaniel,
I
sorry.
was about to ask a question
Yeah.
about the terraforming base. If you, assuming that you arrange the remaining 3 islands like this, east, south, and southeast, can't you place 2 sets of terraforming base along the east coast, each occupying half an island?
Okay. So say
Yeah,
again.
that's a-
If you
Three,
were to,
right? Now there's 3 islands.
now
right?
the 3 islands, in addition to Quachuan, which is to the west, assuming you put them here, and here, theoretically, I don't know about the classroom management implications, by the way, because you guys have to sort that out with the teachers.
Yeah.
But I think it's possible, I think it would be possible to put 2 sets of terraforming base down along the east coast. Is that right, Madam?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that could, Clara, you understand what's going on? Yeah, because for our time, our terraforming base were all in 1 sim.
Yeah.
Nathaniel is saying have terraforming base half sim, but on the eastern frontier. I think we should map it out.
There's
Okay.
another thing to consider, by the way. I was about to point out, for the benefit of those teachers who aren't aware, there really is no land outside of these squares. All right. So if you build your land all the way to the edge, on the outside you get a sheer cliff, just like that, and it looks a bit odd.
Yeah.
It looks quite awful.
Yeah. Okay.
So you may have to consider that. That may be a consideration in your deliberations.
We need to erase something. Can you tell me which one you are comfortable erasing? Can I erase all the names?
Yes.
I think,
Yes.
I think we have. Okay. Switch up. Can we switch it off? One of the portion?
It can be like a Long Island, right, Daniel?
One long.
As long as it's not 3 Mile Island.
Okay, I'm going to erase the names. Okay, so we now have this space. So just because I know that conversation was a bit hard to follow just now, I should erase all the names. So Jimmy is very fun, right, Jimmy?
Why fun?
Huh? Very fun, right? Well, we're having a lot of fun. Okay, you find fun, right, Jimmy?
Fun is always good.
Fun is good. Yeah. Sometimes overrated, but always good. Okay, so this is Quatrans Island right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe the second one, I'm going to use same color because Quatrans model, if you haven't figured out, is the e-textbook model. Not to say that there's anything wrong with it,
Yeah.
but so far it's the e-textbook model.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then I do not know how, it'll probably be also partially e-textbook here, right? Okay? Yeah. Now, then change color. So Nathaniel was suggesting our 3 islands can be here, here, and here. Okay, our 3 islands can be here, here, and here. And for the secret cow of the terraforming base, so the secret cow of the terraforming base, which some of you actually doesn't matter if you don't know what the terraforming base are. We will spend a separate session on that. Nathaniel was suggesting have half of these. So we have the terraforming exercise here.
Okay.
So our space for planning and development is here. Rahima, you get a better understanding now? Sort of, yeah. In other words, we need to, if we can, we should have at least start the conversation about what kind of activities to have here. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. I think we need to sit together. We cannot sit in the line anymore. Thomas, come and sit here. Yeah.
May I
yeah.
on the drawing?
Yeah.
My handwriting is as bad as yours, probably worse, but at the same time, I think we can at least start working on. Let's blow this up a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better if we make a slightly bigger version. Oh, run out of space already.
Yeah, just erase the whole thing.
Don't worry about it. I'm trying to make sure we get everything captured first. So the reason why I suggested doing this was because we probably want to take into account the existing landforms and to do minimal terraforming on the existing Quatran landforms, correct?
Yeah.
If possible, none lah.
None at all, yeah. Possible, none at all.
It would be, I think,
But the margins are, the sim borders, yes lah.
The sim borders at least.
Yeah.
So let me just sketch out what we've got already in terms of, do you agree? Yeah.
Yes.
Now I might be a bit off on my understanding because I only saw very briefly what the is my understanding of the overall shape of the land correct?
Thomas and Spencer.
Sure. More or less.
Alright, so we've got a larger bay here. Excuse me. What we have is something like this already. Now, right now, okay, I am not a geographer, but let's say the suburban area is somewhere here, correct? We've got a coral reef here, which I will neglect to draw. We have, I have no idea what the symbol for mangroves is.
There's a plantation, right?
Is that plantation?
Yes.
Oh, okay. We're brown.
No idea.
Orange or maybe a real geographer could come in and help simple. But yes. So where exactly are the mangroves? Okay, the mangroves are. Oh, to the west. Oh, okay. So or whatever you call it, something like this. So this also defines how we are going to do this, because essentially we want to preserve this bay at least, right? So this region here will need to take into account this bay. Now, Kenneth, will the terraforming bays reach right to the edge of the sim?
They
have to reach all the way, do they? You can't compress them a little bit?
Huh? Oh, you want to drag, so it's less than half.
A bit less than half. No, I mean this way, so that we get a nicer, more organic edge to
because
to the north,
it won't reach to the edge. Correct.
So there'll be a bit of a gap there, yes. So let me just zone out the terraforming base first.
Yeah. Okay, like that. So that's off limits, kind of.
Which implies that we want this area to be a ridge.
Yes, correct. Geographers, you understand? Yeah.
Well, they don't know what the terraforming base is, so they wouldn't know why there's supposed to be a ridge there. But let's just say there has to be a ridge here for various, or plateau for various reasons. So given what we know, how do we do this? I assume that coral reefs cannot form on an inland lake. So we have to have some access to the sea, like here-ish. We might want, I don't know whether Portran wants to round off the corners of the land here and here, so that we've got a more organic shape. I guess it could work either way, right?
Yeah, if there's no existing land use. I mean, if there's no existing prims there, then I think it can be done.
Yeah. Just do a bit of terraforming
to
round off the corners.
Yeah.
I guess maybe chopping down a couple of trees.
Yeah.
I'm already talking about deforestation. So we've got, maybe so let me just mark these areas out in red for dereclamation. This also implies that how is the bay going to be shaped? That's the big question. That's one big question we have to answer.
Okay. Okay. Since we don't have reefs. Okay, good. Can. That's why we did at Ang-Mo-Kio. Yes. So and I've got very good ideas on cosmos. So, but I need your input on this, all of you. You meaning, sorry, I'm ignoring you, but sorry. So, the reef is already here, right? And we cannot have it for context purposes. We don't want the reef to appear in the lake, right? So there needs to be access to open water. This is open water. For all intents and purposes, it's open water.
We might as well just erase this now.
So the land, at the very least, the land should look like this, right?
Southern edge is open water as well, remember?
Why was the southern edge be open water?
Because it's the edge of the...
Oh, okay. Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Let's just sketch open water all around the thing to remind ourselves that it's there.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. Is it better now, Rahima?
Are we still maintaining the current hydrological landscape and the map?
No, all those sims are gone already. So we have to re-terraform them all over again.
Yeah, but are we going to do hydrology and map reading?
That's up to you all to, that's up to you all to decide. I personally like the contours, but the contours can be put anywhere. The contours can be put anywhere. They don't have to be put on specific landforms.
Well, technically you've got a nice ridge here, so that's a logical thing to start working from.
Yeah.
Nice, right? But I also like the earthquake. But earthquake is in the syllabus, right?
Yeah. Coastal tectonics. Tectonics. Food, food.
Because they already got one component already of readiness.
If you want to bring in so much of content.
Earthquake can use the existing sim.
Yeah, correct. So we can actually, remember we wanted to do the earthquake thingy thing. I don't know whether we can get a programmer to do it.
No, what do you mean by earthquake? The earthquake's already been done.
No, I not the earthquake. I mean the volcano.
No, volcano cannot be done. I'm telling you. No. What she means by volcano is no. She has a very specific meaning of volcano. What she means by volcano is correct. She wants a cross section, and that one cannot be done because the camera is the camera's on top. So if you're in a tight confined space, which you will be if you are in a vent, in a volcanic vent, your camera will have nowhere to, and it will totally be jumping all around
Unless we zoom
you.
into first person view.
Huh? Yeah, but okay lah. You want to go and build a volcano for her? You go and build lah.
Thanks.
No,
Well,
but
which is the real reason it's really
No.
troublesome to build a volcano.
no. That's why I say the way she wants. I keep caveating it the way she wants it, because actually there are very good volcanoes on the mainland. Like remember I was telling you about the mainland, right? There are actually very good volcanoes with real lava and all that, which can be not real lava, but you know what I'm trying to say by real lava.
Yeah.
Which can be used for like fuel purposes lah. Like for example, what are the if the slopes are convex, why do you think they're convex and so on and so forth? But not the way she wants it, which is the exploration of the cross section of a volcano. That one is cannot be done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Then you can understand rock structure,
Yeah.
right? Then you can understand how granite is formed. Then you can then relate to weathering.
So that's something that you can inform them, but they would know, right? They would know, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that is forward looking.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Now I want to ask something about primary school. Talking about sustainability and all that. How then we tap on that to bring into Set 1 geography? So that when they come to secondary school, geography is not something new, you see. They're already done in primary school. But however it's set, it's
But they get
one
bored.
primary school.
No. You cannot bring the Sec 1 geography to the primary school. No.
No,
children
the
by
idea
time
of
they-
sustainability that they
Oh,
set,
okay.
the concept into waste management that we had in, and then something that we can build on that. So when they do sustainability, we don't waste their effort.
Oh, okay.
We use that. So what's your idea of sustainability then?
Okay, okay, nothing is from now. This is the wrong idea. Basically, I mentioned just now something about service learning. So of course, we are very mindful because these are primary school students. We want to, but we want to introduce the concept now. Before they go into to do an actual service learning project, which is environmental based, we want them to have a very easy concept of what are the components of a sustainable building. What are the components at least? Like for example, a sustainable building should have like a rainwater system.
So why don't you just focus on the 3R? That would make it easier.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see, in any form, whether it is the urban environment or whether it's the natural environment, you actually use the 3R concept or principle. It will cover everything, rather than sustainability in just looking at one particular process.
Because sustainability is very big.
Yes. Then you see, if we relate to 3R, that would actually extend the learning from the primary school to the CIP in the secondary school.
Yes.
That would be a better focus. Because rather than
We talk
moving to
about
a,
energy sustainability, energy efficiency, a lot of.
either it's water,
So you
renewable
relate to what they are
resources.
doing at primary level, then they can
Yes.
develop it.
So you look at non-renewable resources and renewable resources. Okay,
Water.
yes.
Water,
Energy.
They cannot do much lah because they're primary school.
materials,
Right.
Yes, it's very broad based.
Yeah, correct. Because see, if you look at theirs, it's a crash and roll kind of thing. Theirs is drag. They've got drag, but if we are looking at the drag, probably the learning will have to go further.
So we will take in your picture and we will look at the sustainable part.
Then you see, then there is actually an extension of learning. You go by the principle.
We have to ask you a very important question because it's to do with the setting of the getting the accounts created for the students.
Yeah, I just need to know how many classes we go this first round. You already have one.
Your students in your school already have account, right?
I mean, we control them.
So we don't need to take
We
because
need to provide for you. Oh, no, we created it.
Okay.
So, how many classes?
Classes.
You can ask him. He's the expert.
Right. So many schools.
How your
Right.
account?
Because right now we
How many classes do you?
accounts
I've got
still
4 classes.
available in
every level of
You have to ask Matthew.
But do you do just for one stream or two
You want to
streams?
come after you? Doesn't matter.
We normally deal with the express.
So in your case, it's a shared account, right? Any students are going to log in.
NA track 1. For the lower set is fine. But when we use it for the upper set, we're a bit slower. Because we're doing terraforming, we're doing creation.
Yeah, that's why I need to find out from you.
Probably I would rather look at form in the
Yeah. Thanks so much for it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks. I'll let Traction.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Have you got how many classes?
Probably one
One.
Yes,
Two.
yeah. No
one
one
each.
should.
We only have two.
No, I'm asking.
Two needs to be in this conversation also because you're doing research design.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, ladies, you need to involve Dr. Cho in the conversation because he's doing research design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably one each.
So 3 levels, is it? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3.
You have to ask him. He has to clear it, no? Because if he doesn't clear, I'm not.
Okay.
You need to help him understand. Because he's the one who's doing the research design for this project. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine.
You see, usually we have two classes. One will be the express class, one will be express.
That's what we did through the.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you have different model,
Yeah, if you have a different model,
yeah,
that's fine with us.
Yeah, I respect your model. So whatever model you have is I will go with. Doesn't matter what model.
Yeah, you tell us what you want. What is the design?
So actually, we think about comparing 3 classes. One is a one-on-one interaction. So students go to the computer room, they interact with the computer. So small group interaction directly with the second line. The other one is use the traditional classroom, but we will use the second line as Kenneth explained. So teacher use the second line and students.
Oh, I see. So both classes are using Excel, but
Yeah.
one is one-on-one and one is 1 to 40.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay, fine.
there is a one
Okay.
control group, so they do.
So you need to have two now.
Sorry.
You ask him. Don't ask me these
So
questions. I don't know.
two second line classes and one traditional class.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but each of the 3 classes have a in 3 classes students have a similar literacy levels.
Comparable
Yeah,
classes.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
most of us will have about 4 classes. I need to differentiate between people who have actual experience in Second Life and people who don't have it. Those that don't have, I don't need count those as accounts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
So
the
if
way-
I had 4 classes, but only 2 classes will actually need counts, and the other 2 will not.
No, but Cho's model is that Cho's model is that
It's everybody.
It's everybody. So if we cannot have so if we can't afford to give up 4 classes, then you just do on 2 lah. Because Cho's model is not like our model last time.
Yeah.
It's not like control.
Okay.
His model is control is also doing Excel but in a different mode.
Okay. I'd like to change.
This
Oh,
side
is it?
also.
Okay.
So you have two.
2 second line,
Uh-huh.
second line class, and 1 control group.
Okay.
So it's actually 3. That means one-on-one, one-to-one computing.
Yeah.
Then one is 1 to 40.
But
which
you
is
cannot
the other one,
see.
which is without using second line.
But a comparable group, would it be the 1-to-1 or is it the 1-to-40?
I think all 3 classes
All
will be
3
of
classes,
comparable
yeah.
standards.
I think that's a bit difficult to get. A bit difficult to get.
So I think we have many schools. So is it possible to
Oh, okay.
compare
Ability
Yeah.
based on the T-score. Aggregate T-score.
so students have a similar ability between schools, your schools? Or
What is the difficult thing is now is we offer a buffet of subject combination. These 4 classes can choose geography, and they are of different ability. They want to have the same time slot at the same time, and I mix them. So all the good classes will come. So 1 and 4 will come together, 2 and 3 will come together. So I actually mix them already. So if you want that, I have to reorganize this. But I have a question. Is it difficult to have 4 classes to count first, whether they use or not? Just accounts with that.
creation is not difficult. It's whether we have enough accounts to go around. So I need to know. That's why we need to know how many accounts.
So we must give you the number of students.
Number of students.
So we are looking at.
But we are having the hydrology and the map reading, right?
The-
And the terraforming.
No, that's entirely up to you all.
Yeah.
I'm now
So you see, it depends.
no, I'm
on-
deliberately distancing myself because now
Okay.
it's over to you all.
Well, we could work the other way around. Let's say we have it, and then we look at the accounts. And then
Yeah. So you see, it depends on what is there on the island.
Yeah.
Then we decide which level is to be there. If you see,
Yeah.
if you're doing pollution, for example, we want to do a pollution study, then it makes sense to have the Sec 2 rather than the Sec 3.
Or put this way first. How many accounts can you afford first?
No, they don't know.
No, they don't know.
At this point of time, today we don't know. We need to find out.
whatever it is, the maximum that I know so far is 1,000 accounts.
Oh, that is too.
For 4
more,
classes.
more,
For
more
four
than
No,
enough.
that's for everybody here. 1,000 accounts we share among everybody.
I mean, 4 schools,
4,000
1,000.
1,000 divided by 40, which is about 2.5 per school. And then about 3 to 2, right? Some to 3 and some to 2. Correct? 3 schools or 4? 3, right? Because we all will not be included in this one.
No, we need the accounts as well.
Oh.
So 4 schools.
Why don't you have your own island?
But the accounts that we have are shared accounts.
Yeah.
What we do for research should be individualized accounts.
Is that a valid assumption or not?
Because I know they've been using shared accounts. There's no implementation.
Yeah, I was always just working on the okay. Okay, sorry, yeah. I was always working on the assumption that the job would be shared. Only the IT club would need their own individualized accounts because they would be accessing from.
It's under it's in the other account.
Okay. So help me think through this because I'm not clear about this. So
Does it matter with shared account and individual?
to me, the
No, it depends on what you want to get out.
Yeah, but from our experience, the individualization of the account is not important.
Yeah, actually we were sharing accounts actually.
Clara, would you have? I think it's
We were
from
sharing
the
accounts,
experience that
Jimmy,
we've
you
had.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were sharing accounts.
And all your students had their own. We could track each student in world, where he went in, when he came out,
No,
what he
that's
did.
not-
No.
Yeah,
But
no.
you see, because each time there are different classes, so whatever it is we adopted. Remember the last year? I mean this year,
Okay,
September.
the makeshift one, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the makeshift one.
But not for
No,
the
yeah. No, to answer your question, I think
makeshift one, okay.
Yeah, I think the makeshift one is okay. I'm speaking on behalf of the other schools because you don't really have a say in this in the sense that you haven't. But I think from our point of view, yeah.
No, if having an individual avatar is not critical,
Then we have more classes,
With more
right?
classes, exactly.
You see, the thing is, the question is whether we want to expose them more students to Second Life, or do we want, for the purpose of research, to just limit to that particular class? You see, that's the question.
Yeah, no, but this one I will give him full say, because I'm counting on him.
Okay.
I have
Dr. Cho.
actually one question. So, do you want to conduct this research in all schools or just one?
No,
or
okay. So my answer to if I'm understanding you correctly, the intervention in each school can differ. That's why I spent a bit of time mapping out this complicated scenario map here, where I talked about both timelines as well as scope and lenses, because I'm perfectly comfortable with an emergent each school doing at its own pace in its own way kind of model.
Yeah, so because this is a little bit different from that approach, it's a kind of an experiment. So maybe I think it's a good idea. One secondary school and one primary school can participate in this quasi experiments, and other schools can do their own way. So
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, can, but I don't understand what you're saying. But the fact that it comes out from your mouth can, but I don't understand what you're saying, so you need to help us understand what you're saying.
I mean, so approach is a little bit different. One approach is that develop your own second life based on your context in school, and so the design can be different and depend
No,
on the
okay, we are trying to do a shared space because context is, spatial context is the one strength that Second Life offers to, or rather, yeah, spatial context is the one strength, is the primary strength that Second Life offers to geography. So we are trying to do a shared space. So the question now is, when you say each school do your own Second Life, are you trying to say each school develop your own island?
In the learning activities and kind of
okay.
how to use
Can.
Life.
Okay.
So,
but still using the shared space lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other approach is an experiment from the experimental approach. So some teaching activities and learning activities should follow the intention of research. So kind of a constraint in learning and teaching activities. So my question is, all of the schools need to follow the research purpose, or we can select one or two schools. Select one school, and then in that school can participate in the experiment.
Oh, so you're saying report data only from one school or two schools? Is that what you're saying? From one or two schools as opposed to report data from the whole group? Is that what you're
Gather
saying?
data in one or two schools, isn't it more like? Gather the primary, gather more data.
Yeah,
is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
so-
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, collect the data from one primary and one secondary.
No, I'm very scared of that, because then I'm scared that his director will turn around and say, you did it in 4 schools, so how come you're only presenting from 2 schools?
So my question is, so MOE part was to see the result from all schools, or just
It's not what they want. Well, it's not the question of what. It is a question of what they want, but it's that. How to say? Yeah, I mean. Someone please help me.
I was thinking that at some point in time, people who read the report will know whether this can be applied to other schools as well. So seeing the report based on only one or two schools might be too limited.
too limited.
Yeah.
So,
So if we
all
have
of
more schools
four
involved,
schools
yeah,
in the
research
results of
schools,
four
then they can
schools.
say, okay, maybe what we found out can be generalized or at least to a few more schools and see. So it is in that sense scalable.
And maybe depending on the schools, some schools can 2 classes can participate in the research, and 3 classes can participate in the research. So maybe research design can be should be some flexible depending on the school content.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
apply it to
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That.
Yeah.
So if I understand you correctly, what you just said was that if each school can, I think.
So I will contact each
Can have
school,
both
and
research and experimental.
the core of the research is the same,
Uh-huh.
but some part should be flexible depending on the school content.
Yes, I think that was our original. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, all the while that was very
And
important to
all
us.
schools will participate
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
research.
Yeah.
That means Dr. Cho, you were saying that for example, at primary school, because for us, we can actually carry on translation research from value to character value. And after the result, then we share with secondary school at 90%.
No. Yeah.
No.
But you are not doing. You cannot translate within. Well, you can translate within your own school. I also think that. That's why I used the word. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but I think his model is sufficiently flexible to accommodate what you just said. But I'm saying that the translation should be across school rather than within school. It can be within school, but then it should be within across level. Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying across? Oh, you're saying within one cohort, but you're saying within one cohort, but yeah, okay. But how? Or that means it has to be extend beyond EE lah. But how are you going to do that?
Yeah, first, okay, but what made me bring this point was not too sure what secondary school are doing for the research project. For what is relevant to us at this point of time is the translation of EE to characters, which I think this set of translation is universal. I mean that.
My problem is that I don't understand how you are going to build for translation of EE across the character. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's why we are.
Okay, I understand. So that one is akan datang.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Okay, the other.
Sorry, the other way to look at it is that no matter what research model you create, you can only probably afford to bring so many classes in
Yeah.
anyway.
At one time.
So what's the maximum?
The maximum is 4.
4 classes at one time.
I mean,
no, 4 classes involved in the overall. Yeah, but
for
cannot be at one time.
our population for many schools is not that many anymore.
Yeah. And then 4 is just maximum.
4 is
Probably
question
closer
is
to it is to bring it down.
No, it depends on the duration, right, of your research project. How many weeks are you going to?
Oh, no, but okay. So the number of weeks depends on the curriculum.
Yeah.
It depends on the topic. It depends on the topics that you want to apply within the curriculum. It's such a complicated, funny issue.
And another thing, I was working in secondary school, and the research focus is very different.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean
I
that
was-
should be
I understand
flexible.
what- yeah.
Learning outcomes may depend on the content and
Alright.
curriculum.
So is it okay
it
that
should
your
be-
research focus is very different from our research focus?
No, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. Yeah.
You mean the content?
Yeah, what I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
task and content.
Because they are looking at EE, however we
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah,
that is okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just raised a point. Technically, you said that you want to report results from as many schools as possible, right?
That's one scenario, yes.
But at the same time, not all of them have to be doing a quantitative model research, right? You can also apply quantitative model to one primary and one secondary, as you were saying, and then qualitative to the rest, can't you?
No,
Would that change the
I wouldn't
picture?
be, no, I would be uncomfortable with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
You technically can, but then politically a bit.
I see, I see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the other thing, right? Remember, we can actually kind of import and then take out and then put back different layers, right? Of different landscapes.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Yeah.
So actually, we can actually, for research purpose, we can have one like a process, and then for experimentation, for example, we can have another class doing a different landscape. Correct?
No, but how does this map onto the question? I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand how it maps onto the
No,
problem.
because it says, you see, if we are going to limit, okay, let's say everybody's going to do hydrology and map reading.
No, we're not standardizing.
Ah,
I don't want it to be like
no.
I don't want it to be like 2011. No, 2011 was.
Correct.
I don't want it to be like 2011.
Yeah.
I want it to be as different from 2011 as
Yeah.
I can possibly get it.
Yeah, that's the point. So the core of the research should be same. That means some small group interaction. So there are 3 conditions. One is a traditional classroom control group. The other one is 2 or 3 people solve the problem in the second line in the computer room. The third one is students observe what teachers doing, and then they collaboration and they discussion. So there are 3 conditions. So I want to these 3 conditions should be same in all schools, but content and some learning purpose can be different.
Okay.
Because,
Okay, so the principles are common. The investigative principles are common.
Yeah.
But
But-
the focus is
The
content
content
focus is
different.
different. It
Yes.
can be different.
So
Okay.
then,
Okay.
yeah, I
Can.
mean, it should be flexible.
Can.
Yeah.
Okay. But the
The
abstracted
condition should
invest-
be same.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can. So you need to, because you express it verbally, and you need to. Maybe you can send us. We can talk about it now. But how do we? What did you say? What are your 3? You said 3, right?
Traditional
Yes,
class.
traditional.
Yeah, so
So,
The one
but
is
you did,
40
okay,
and one is
yeah.
one.
So, but
actually,
And then you can still have different content, but
in
the
the
process is
literature,
the
it's
same.
some kind of framework. Which one?
yeah.
So we don't have to do anymore. We just do the research because it's all ready, kind of ready.
It's no longer there. We need to build up here.
Then you're going to give it to us?
No lah. That was
No,
never in the class.
Oh, lama.
No, we could give. We can still give you the resources. We need to write it and TD size T.
Okay, no problem.
Download to us all the resources. The island, we don't have the island as well.
Yeah, correct. But you see, we have that kind of imported or exported
resources.
things, right?
Okay. Start.
From the previous studies or literature, there are 3 conditions. One is just traditional one. It's a passive, and students listen to what teachers say, and they make notes. It's a passive learning. The second is a collaborative problem solving. So we will give some problem. So I believe the second line is based on problem or task. You said later. We give the problem or task and students solve the problem with the interaction with the peers. The third one is collaborative observation. So they observe what teachers are doing, and then they negotiate the meaning and they collaborate discussion about what they observe. So there are three conditions. So I will explain more about each condition later. So, but these conditions can be applied to other into specific contents. So different contents. These can be applied to geography and or EE. So I think that depends on each school. So schools have different needs and purposes. But I hope that you apply these three conditions. It's a core framework for the research.
So if I understand it correctly, then you are saying that each school has to have at least one class here, right? And then these two, each school has to have at least one class here, and then these two will need to be the second line classes.
Yeah. So that one will be the control group, right?
Yeah.
Just to go down a bit further, in the third case, the third scenario, there's only one account.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Yeah,
a teacher's account, it can be an adult account. Yeah, that's true. Thank you.
So it cuts down the number of accounts.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, when we have these three classes, they have to be of the same performance standard to make the research valid. Is that correct?
Yeah.
The competency, yes.
It's an idea. So if students have the same quality or abilities, knowledge, it's an idea. But if there are small difference, not big difference, small difference, then I can adjust it with a statistical method.
Okay.
So small difference is okay, but not big difference.
What this traditional method you're talking about, right? They not necessarily be like a one-to teacher, as long as teacher centered, right? It need not be like the traditional chalk and board thingy.
It's
just normal teaching.
Normal teaching, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would be
teacher-centered.
interesting though? What would be interesting and would prove a lot of points would be if you did your normal teaching lesson with the teacher walking through Second Life on the projector but without involving the students.
That's the third.
That's the third one.
No, that's not the third. The third is the no, that's not the third. The third is the teacher walks through Second Life, but students students have a direct say and negotiate and argue and investigate regarding the students regarding teachers' operation. But so what is okay? So let's just help me understand what is the purpose of teacher walking through as well.
The purpose is to illustrate that essentially this kind of direct walkthrough is very similar to didactic type instruction.
So what you're saying is this: you're saying that okay, this is a scenario, see if it's correct. So okay, so class, today we are in Second Life, and here we are at a mountain. Okay, so look at the mountain. You can see that it has a convex slope. It has ice cap at the top, and at the bottom there are settlements. Why do you think there are settlements on the slopes?
No, if you ask the students, why do you think that's already involving them?
Oh.
Yes.
So it is.
There are settlements on the slopes because of these reasons.
The teachers give
A,
all
B,
the
C,
answers,
D.
Oh.
Yes.
But using SL as kind of like a glorified picture.
Yes,
Yes.
or even a glorified video.
Yeah.
So they can still walk through just as long as they don't follow anything the students say.
Yeah.
Which means the teacher gives all the.
Yes, it's still didactic lah.
Yeah,
I
so,
would think that it would be quite difficult for teachers to do that because many of them have gotten accustomed to interacting with the students.
Ah, okay. So in a sense, it is that's funny, but
you can
that's
see that
actually a
even
good
when I
thing.
tried to model a poor teacher, I went back to the.
Ah, yes, that's quite true. That's quite true.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should try.
So actually there are four conditions.
Wouldn't be good for the kids, but it's worth a try.
I don't mind trying it.
No.
Becoming my own teacher, the teacher who taught me.
Times are different then.
You kind of become a parody of a teacher.
if you're going to have these three
Sorry, can I just say-
why not just have 3 classes per school? Would that be fair?
Yeah,
Base minimum.
that's what I understood it.
Isn't it-
3
isn't
classes
it
per
right?
school, right?
So 3
Per
classes
level
per
lah.
school.
Huh?
Per level
Or whatever lah, 3
Ah.
classes
3
lah.
classes per school, I basically only need to provide for 4,
360 or 480.
yeah, thereabouts. No.
Yeah.
480.
Huh? Why
Four
four?
lah,
Why four?
four times
Why
three
why
lah.
so many?
4 times 160 only what? 160, 170.
120 per school, right? 120 per
Only one
school.
class has
One
got
class
40.
No, but only one
Oh.
class is an SL class, you know. So
Yeah.
actually you only need.
No, two.
160,
Yeah.
170
Yeah.
thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So if
So 160.
I think in
Then you
primary
miss
school,
your
there
account,
are
right?
many
1,000.
classes,
We don't,
or in
we don't
secondary
activate, we don't pay.
you still have
Oh,
to
Wait,
pay.
wait,
is it?
I don't mind who's talking, but
Sorry,
somebody
sorry.
must.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So if you 4 classes are available in your school, you mean total is a book, all, including all experiment and control groups. Okay. But in primary school, how many classes do you have?
can at most give 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so if everybody can commit to 3, then yeah, okay.
Just checking that
Yeah.
these 3 classes must be comparable. If let's say I choose express class, so all 3 must be express class. Correct?
Yeah,
Which is very difficult, right?
Yeah.
In
It's
cases
impossible,
in my
right?
school, we only have
Yeah.
express classes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the ideal one.
What level?
for
Is it
all
same
the
for
levels.
all the same?
two
Okay.
express classes.
So how many express
One,
2 per level.
and one
2 and then one normal.
tomorrow
academic.
express?
Yeah.
Then maybe
Yeah,
if
maybe
yours,
we should
no.
choose
Yeah,
If
for her,
it-
for her she can do normal academic.
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. What about normal? Okay.
I have 2 normal academic.
Also 2.
2 is also good, right?
You do 2 lah, then compare with our normal
Yeah.
teaching lah.
Yeah, I
Can
think
it be
that's
like
fine because in others she doesn't have a control group.
Yeah,
This
so
is-
our school with
Ah.
the control group, can it be like that?
I don't know, you have to ask her.
If you're, yeah, if
If it's comparable, you see.
Yes.
Ah.
Which one is the control group? Which one is the experiment?
Traditional is control.
Traditional is control.
Yeah.
Then the other 2 experiment.
Yes, the SL one.
Yeah. So
Would that be possible, Dr. Chung?
If the 2 schools have comparable intakes,
So they will be doing SL. My
I
school-
think he didn't hear you.
Sorry,
Yeah, he didn't catch what you're saying, Adela.
we will do pre-test and post-test. So we will check their applied knowledge level. So do you think your schools are compatible?
The normal CAD should be comparable, right? Our average is about what, 189? Ah,
Yeah. Then
so we can become the control group,
Yeah, you can.
whereas they can become the
Yeah.
SL.
your content should be same.
Yes, our content will be the same.
Similar lah. Same,
I mean,
Same
so
content.
if you-
same
yeah.
topic area. Same topic
Topic
area.
area.
Yeah,
So if
same
you
topic.
collaborate, 2 schools collaborate
Yes.
with each other, then your active learning activities
Yes.
and topics
Yeah,
should
all the
be
same.
Same.
During the same
Yeah,
duration.
because they are designing it together, one. So it's not one it's not Habibah imposing upon Rahima. It's co-design lah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Can, right? Then at least my
Yeah,
normal CAD also
I like
can
even,
have the
even I know
benefit.
can. Yeah, yeah.
You are very close in proximity.
You
right?
understand? I think you understand.
PG is very far.
It's okay. There's such a thing called ICT. They're still called what do you call it? What communication? Space shrinking
So
communication.
in your school, you can just
So let's say you would be doing the second line. Our normal CAD class will become other controls.
yeah.
So you model one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, yeah.
But because I think the express will be too far.
What about what?
Express is 200.
No.
Because once I do my CR,
Express is high, better.
ask for permission.
Our normal
Oh,
CAD
the
is
ethics
190.
clearance. Yes, you have to do that. Yeah. But then no, the ethics clearance comes to us because we are your tutors. So we in the end we approve. So I'm not your tutor lah, but I'm saying your tutor.
So once
You
I
can
do
tell
my
your
CR,
tutor
I
to
can
come.
ask my tutor
For
permission to do this.
Yes, I don't see why not. Yeah. Yeah.
I asked Jasmine about it.
No, Jasmine is definitely okay with it because she's my friend.
Sorry, Dr. Lim, just to clarify, what's the purpose of doing the third the scope of research of collaborative observation. What are we trying to tease out?
Yeah, one proposal, as he said, is we can apply a cycle line to normal classes, not just the computer lab.
So we're hoping that
The other
research
one-
We are hoping.
we're hoping that
I
it will
personally
work.
am hoping to demonstrate that, because one of the problems about scaling SL or any similar thing is that you need to. It's constrained by the bookings of the com labs. So I'm trying to show that you can have effective SL lessons using a different kind of pedagogy, but nevertheless similarly effective in much less resource poor classrooms. Yeah.
Then don't you need a comparative class or a control group for that? Doing the same thing, like it's teacher centered totally.
It's a traditional.
That's traditional.
Oh.
So
No, because the traditional
further
can
We
be-
will have some interaction lah, but
Yeah.
without
No,
SL
we can
lah.
also have a grouping and collaborative learning, as well.
Yes, I know, but as long as that, so.
But what I'm
Don't
saying,
use SL,
Ah.
that's a traditional lesson.
correct, but you see, what I'm saying is different, because the 1:40 is different from teaching grouping, collaboration and all that, You can still practice all the other strategies as well.
Okay, you have to clarify, Johan.
Dr. Cho,
Yeah.
wouldn't you need like a control group for the 1:40 as well in as a control group as well, a class to compare?
So
No, but okay, so
so
Because you see, it's like a didactic thing, you see. You know what I mean? It's different when you say a normal teaching or normal teaching. You can run your normal teaching with just teaching, having teacher-centered one. The teacher is just doing all the talking.
no,
In
my
comparison to
problem
that.
with your statement, is that you can't generalize. You can't. I don't know. I guess we're all good teachers. That's why I'm having difficulty with this. No teacher will just come in and just mouth for the 35 minutes. But nobody will do that. Honestly speaking.
No, correct. But you see, it'd be interesting to see, right? Using that same second life as the difference, in terms of the medium of instruction.
No, but the control group, the control lesson for that lesson would be extremely artificial. It would be a very poorly developed, poorly executed lesson.
Yeah, but I think I find that quite interesting.
Yeah, but
Whether
it's
it
still-
will-
but it's not
No,
bad
but
for
you see, to see
You're
whether
shortchanging
the
your
outcome.
students.
No, but to
damage
see
done.
the
No good
outcome.
teacher would do
That is
it.
damage done,
I tell you, even you are what people would find the most difficult doing it because you're not that kind of teacher.
But I would like to try, right? I like to experiment, right?
No lah, you won't lah.
broadly, the first traditional one is a teacher center, but the other two conditions are student center, not teacher center. So they use a second life, and the class lesson plan is student centered one, not traditional.
See, now he's saying different thing.
What?
He says the traditional one is teacher centered.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, based on what our discussion or our definition of a
Oh.
traditional.
Okay.
Ah.
Johan, you need to understand that it won't be 100% teacher-centered plan, right? There'll be like 40% or 30%.
Yeah, it's a normal one. Teacher centered does not mean teacher
Talk.
talk.
Okay, teacher-centered.
Teacher asks the question,
okay.
and
All right.
that kind of normal one, but teacher is a center, so that means
Teacher directed.
Directed.
It's done
But
by
in
the
let's say
teacher
we do group
organized.
work, we do group work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your component of SL is missing.
Yeah.
It's still teacher directed.
No, actually the
No, I
SL is
don't
not
want to get bogged down. It's supposed to see where the direction of time.
Okay.
And secondly, if he's not seeing a problem, I don't see a problem.
Okay.
Because in this case, I give him all my, I let him have to say my judgment.
Yeah, maybe I can make some guideline and
Ah,
continue
okay.
and discuss about the condition, how to design activity. Yeah, so
What do I suggest? Cover whenever we post really keep
Yeah.
You use an icon.
Huh?
What do you call
You
it?
can also set up
Kind of same,
Rajima, you have to, yeah. What's the icon I want?
We can share icon with us. Then we can go on to.
Okay, but can print easily not? Like one side first can print or it's not copy.
You can reply.
You go and design and you set it up.
Rajima, before I forget, you have to set up your own SL account and start posting your own thing. So you get you have to set up your own second account so that you can, at least
That one you can, people can help you with that. Because in order to conduct a lesson, you must
Yeah, you
at
must
least,
focus.
yeah. Okay.
Kenneth, when are we meeting again?
Yeah, we need to, shall we, has the time come for us to talk about subsequent meetings? I can do that. I have all the email. I have all the email.
Right?
Yeah, you just need to remind me to do that.
Okay, when is the next meeting when the money comes back?
Okay, so I assume that whoever is still in this room would like to be in the loop, right?
Yeah.
Nathaniel? Yeah? So whoever is still in this room would like to be in the loop, huh? Okay, fine. Because we obviously don't need to disturb the money people. The money people have all gone. So, yeah. So, okay. So has the time come? I'm not trying to close this to. I can talk about second half till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but I don't want to disturb you. Has the time come for us to kind of like, how should we do this? How should we meet?
So maybe before you close,
yeah.
we have another person who wants to show.
Yeah.
Because for the secondary school side, geography is an academic subject, so there are key deliverables, there are measurables.
Very good point.
There are pre-tests and post-tests can be done. For the primary school side, the EE is actually values-based, so there isn't really a test that you can really administer. So how will that affect your research?
Unless it's not an academic test.
Correct.
So unless it's a dispositional test, which is one thing I wanted to ask him, what do you mean by a pre-test and a post-test? Because one of the problems, I'm not saying that we do it this way, but if we really have to do this, one of the problems we had to do it, one of the problems we had in 2011 was that Habibah had a horrible load imposed upon her about having to come up with the pre-tests and the post-tests and the answers, and it was really very, my heart bled for her. So who designs the pre and post?
Yeah, so maybe I should contact you and help you to develop the test. But generally, we should consider multiple kinds of tests. So test does not measure just one. So we can think about the domain specific one and domain general one, and low level knowledge and higher level knowledge. And in your case, students can learn some fact and principle, and the other one is, as I said, one interesting idea is you can assess their argumentative writing. So in the second line, students collect some evidence and reasons, and then they write the letters. It's a kind of English writing skills. So more specifically, I should consult, and maybe we should talk more about the contents. Then maybe we develop the test and implementing pre and post.
Okay, so my homework is don't send any emails until I send my first email, because I will only send to those people in this room. Because no point, okay? Yeah, I'm not trying to exclude them, it's just that I don't want to spam people's email inbox for nothing. So I will be the first person to send email, then after that. Okay. I'm not trying to wrap it up, but I'm not trying to wrap it up, but I'm not trying to sound as if I'm wrapping up, but how do we meet again? What kind of, do we need face? What is your preference, the teachers in the group? I think we do need to have at least one more common face-to-face in order to plan out the language. Is that,
You want to protect the implications so that it's fair?
Yes, yeah, okay, thanks. But I hate to impose this upon you, but I think we need to have at least one more common thing. Is that, okay, so can we try to find a time for a common thing? Just one more, and then we can get started with the individual school-based meeting.
After Chinese New Year.
Is this so late?
After Chinese New Year.
No, I'm very scared of meeting so late. I don't meet so late.
Before Chinese New Year?
Yeah. Y'all try, can y'all talk to each other? Like,
the week of the 16th.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, nobody's fixed on the 16th yet. Oh, the whole week 16 you're off, is it?
60 hours.
Okay, never mind. Spencer can access it. Right? Yeah, okay, can. As long as one school is, each school is
13.
You don't want or you want?
13.
You're requesting for 13, right?
Because it's hot.
Or don't want 13.
Don't want 13.
You want 13. Okay, I'm okay on the 13.
Okay, I'm okay. Okay, can.
Nanti you and I have a spa meeting on the 13th. You and I have a spa meeting on the 13th. Yeah, one of us can.
But we must know what we want to talk about on the 13th, right? Because it's very important.
The land, the lesson, the content.
The lesson. Okay, so we have to have our own internal meeting first, right, before we meet.
Okay, yeah. I think you all have your own internal meetings to talk about what your preference, carte blanche, best case scenario, what kind of topics you want to try out. Now, have you narrowed it down to which levels you're going to do for your individual schools? The two of you probably need to, because she's going to be your control group, right? Yeah, so the two of you need to have a discussion. But can I just have a sensing of which level? Did you? Okay. Okay, never mind. We don't have to have a sensing of which level. So, but okay, so you all have your pre-meeting about which preferred topics that you want now. Then when we come together on the 13th, then we plan out the land. Anything else, agenda for the 13th? You need to be there because you need to help us.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You definitely need to be there. Long Kai also, yeah.
Is anybody on the module system? Modular system? Because I know you all have not gone on the modular module.
No, we had and we didn't want it anymore. We did it for 3 years. Yeah, we had a lot of problems.
I just had a thought about computer technology. I mean, are there computers up to it? Do we need to determine that? Or we can?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yan Town, we need to get Nathaniel. We need to have visits to each
to assess the machines.
To assess the machines.
Okay,
yeah.
can work out. We can.
So
just let me know when. Anytime
yeah.
is.
Yeah. So we have individual conversations that.
Yeah.
Can somebody remind me about this? Can you remind me about this? That we need to have individual conversations to go down to the schools?
Shall I just send you an email?
Yeah.
So it's
we
got from
yeah, can, understood. Can. What time and where on Friday? What time and where on Friday? Got Friday prayers?
Yeah, Friday prayers. No, not for you. We're okay.
So what time and where on Friday? 2 o'clock. So the main agenda is topics plus research design plus layout of land. That's all.
You have been to Ang-Mo-Kio to see the then why not come to
Yeah.
G?
Okay, go Bedok Green.
Yeah.
Can you know where Bedok Green is? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Go Bedok Green. Can. Yeah. So 2 o'clock, 13.
So
Bedok Green side, 2 o'clock 13.
If I have to go for a spa meeting, then it doesn't involve me.
Correct. Yeah. Oh, but you need you don't need to. You can do it. Nothing.
Yeah.
Can I'll give you you can go in a car. You don't need to take public transport. I'm not trying to chase everybody out, but I just want to keep you back at this really long. Anything else? Anything else? I think we've covered quite a fair bit. Rahima, you're okay? Yeah.
Actually, you might want to ask Tom to prepare a template. Ask for her to do a template so that
long our research duration?
No, it depends on the topic and your scheme of work.
Oh.
So I don't mind if it's like part, and then some schools part, and I really don't mind. Yeah.
Okay. So we decide now.
Yeah, you decide.
All schools that the express
Oh,
class
yeah.
is really participating in this.
Except
Yeah,
for,
he-
except for,
Huh?
except for Rahima.
Yours.
No, Rahima school. Sorry, say again. What?
I'm wondering
what?
whether lower class will participate.
So Rahima is the only one at the normal, right?
But ours will form the control group lah.
Oh, you are using your control normal. Okay, can. Okay.
So I can do express
Yeah,
classes.
express or normal lah. Yeah lah.
Express.
Our express.
Four X.
I think it's okay for the focus peer express because if I really do D and T with your two schools, D and T by definition is
NA.
NA and Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So in cases with two normal.
Two normal and the control group will come from.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we have two.
Express. Yeah, yes.
We will be the control for their experimental. But we will do two express and one for our own. Three express classes. Mm.
So why don't you apply that on to express class? You have three.
Yeah, we have three express. We have four expresses, so we can afford to do all three express classes for all the three.
So apply three express and one normal.
Yes.
Express.
One normal is normal
Yeah,
because
I
he doesn't have enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. And thanks for the.
Thanks for the.
Yeah.